Okay, this is Michael C. Phillips from northern Thailand, and I'm not at home. I'm in Chiang Mai. I had business to do. So I thought I would wait, but it's better to keep on schedule. So I'm going to do this video today. Good luck, bad luck. That's what it's about. And it's a proverb, a Chinese proverb. And I'm going to share this with you and just say that, well, first of all, Michael C. Phillips from northern Thailand and another art video. Many times things happen in our lives and we see the surface and we don't really understand what's going on behind. But things are always going on in the background. And we call it bad luck, good luck, that kind of thing. And that's what I'm going to talk about. This is an old Chinese proverb, and I think it's a good lesson for us when we consider whatever's happening in our situations uh, today. So, a young couple grew up and they just could not seem to have kids. Well, this is terrible. This is bad, bad luck. But as they got older and thinking it was late, somehow this lady got pregnant. And oh my goodness, good luck. They're so excited. They're going to have this little baby, and it turned out to be a boy. Oh man, good luck. They were so excited. Well, he grew up and he was healthy and he was a good boy. He helped his daddy, and the farm grew, profit came, and eventually they had enough money to invest in a horse. Whoa, that was great. Good luck. They were so excited about this. So they had a horse, profit. They were growing, and one day the boy was walking on, riding the horse to do his farming, and the horse bucked. He saw something and bucked, threw the boy off, and he broke his leg. Of course, they're out in the country and they're very poor, so they didn't have any opportunity to go find a doctor, and the boy didn't get his leg didn't get set properly. So it was he walked with a limp. It healed, but he walked with a limp, and man, bad luck. This is terrible. So he continued to work. The horse was doing good, and but he just could not move like the other boys. There's a war broke out, and so this they came in to take this boy off to the war, but he was walking with a limp, and they said, no, he can't do this. So they left him at home. Well, the family said, wow, good luck, good luck. So now we have a boy at home that can still help with all the other boys in the village were taken off. So he was working again, and good luck. They were so excited. One day he was on the horse and or walking with the horse, and the horse jumped again, and the boy couldn't hold him because he couldn't move fast enough, and the horse ran off. Oh man, man, bad luck. This is just a real bummer. You know, he's off, and now he's back with his big farm, all these things he's been planting, and they just don't know how they're going to survive. So they're kind of feeling pretty depressed and sad. So one night they're eating around the table, and they heard this noise, a rumble, a rumble. They ran out their doors, and in the distance they could see that horse, their horse they owned, that ran away, and it was coming, and it was leading several wild horses, just a big bunch of wild horses. Of course, the horse ran to the house, and they pinned them in, and it turned their lives around. They became very wealthy because of all these wild horses. And as they were looking at this happen, they say, oh, good luck, good luck. And they were rejoicing. So it's a story about, you know, we see things happen in our lives and we make judgments and we think good luck, bad luck, this is good. So I guess today I'd just like to encourage you, not all things, we should not make judgment because there's always things in the background. So I hope this has been an encouragement for you, whatever situation you're in today. Uh, Good luck, bad luck. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll check in back home in a couple weeks. Talk to you later.